Alright. I'm gonna record this as well for to look at in the future, essentially. Shit, I could have prepared in advance. So I can't remember why you do this. I don't really care. Okay. So let's go to. Alright, so yeah, so I'm not gonna be here in about 3 days. At the moment, okay. So yeah, at the moment, what I'm gonna do, what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna go to spreadsheets, or Google Sheets technically, and we're gonna spend a good 2-3 hours on this, maybe 4, 5. I don't know exactly. It's 4 o'clock now. So it could be a long stream. Hopefully not too long, but we're gonna do everything we need to do. Okay. So firstly, we're always gonna find out backtesting, which is it's gonna be technically this. We have our data now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove this. Okay. So the before, the after, the pair, the date, the okay. And all we're gonna do is also we're gonna go to a pair. It doesn't matter what pair it is. It could be gold. It could be Bitcoin. In our case, we're just gonna choose a random one. Okay. CHF. Japanese yen. We can do that. I mean, I don't know what. I don't know what. Okay, what do you guys do? I mean, we could do UCAD actually. Let's do UCAD. Okay, 1 minute. So, yeah, our entry is gonna be another 1 minute, obviously. What we're gonna do. Let me remove this. Is I don't know why I can't go back further. I probably can, but there's probably a big gap in the market. No. No. Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter. We're gonna remove drawings now. Sure. Okay, so we're just gonna recycle back as far as we can go. I think it's gonna take us to the start of this year or around that. No, we can only go to a certain amount because otherwise we'd have to pay for the premium thing, which is this. So obviously, yeah, there's no way I'm spending 50 quid a month. No. There's no way I'm spending 50 quid a month. Now back to recent PA, so we're actually gonna have to wait again. That's what it is. Okay. So, yeah, you got it's not too bad. We're just gonna go back to as early as we can. Now unfortunately we can only go to the 26th of December. So we're actually gonna move to it'll be just before 9 AM is when we'll typically hop on. Okay, so I mean we could go back further, but alright. Alright. So the highest time frame we're gonna use is the 4 hour. Okay. And just looking at price. Yeah, so I mean, have I got this the right size? Yeah, okay. So I mean, what I can see is distribution. So I'd be more or less waiting for price to give me something like this. Okay, so what we're going to do again, I mean we can even go down to 1 hour to be honest, because we're not entering on 1 hour time frame, we're entering on 1 minute, is we're anticipating sales essentially through this entire price action. Now we are waiting or hoping for potential redistributions. Now on this time frame we're not going to get it, so even at 9 in the morning, right when we hop on, the best thing we can possibly do is look for a long, right? However, you have to also understand that the price action inside of this is a distribution, right? So even though you've got this and this, it doesn't make sense just yet, but this is interesting, right? Because you have this big push up, right? So it essentially goes, okay, so a bunch of orders in the market, fucking flies up, essentially. Switch off. Oh, my neck. Wasn't it going? Alright, now we have basically went back, forth, we've created a new push, right? A new push, and then a new bearish push, which in my opinion gives it its distribution. That this model in itself is a distribution, right? Now this is just the mitigations inside of here. We're looking for a potential redistribution, right? Make sense? So we either want to see this high get broken to basically go, yeah, that is it, or we want to wait for the new structure to create that, right? So on this 5 minute, as we hop in the morning, the anticipation again is sells, but we can definitely look for those longs if after this impulse, because what does this say? Well, that's a reaccumulation right there. That is a reaccumulation. So if we get a few breaks down, then sure. There we go. Right. Okay, so another breakdown would be beautiful. Okay, that is what I'm looking for. Now, as we go and we look at this, now I'm looking for a redistribution of some kind. Right. So we come up, okay, we basically clear these and clear these, right? Almost immediately going, okay, so we've had this pullback, right? Now I'm actually happy to take sales from up there. Okay, so again, our entry is just going to be pushed down, and then we're going to try and take advantage of that move. So again, we get this pushed down. Now again, that's fine, but I wouldn't take it myself. I'd wait, and this is fine, and this is where I would essentially have opened my position on here with my stop loss basically above this, right? Now these colours are too bright. Can I go for a different colour just for now? I might just go for a white. It might help. Alright, let's go for a white, because this blue is quite bright, to be honest. And then can I change the colour of this to maybe like that's too much. It's too much. I mean, we could use this. I want it to be less more transparent, should I say. 4%. Yeah, that's alright. I'll be happy with that. Okay, and we want to change this as well. I want to change this to like a. I want to see it as a darker colour like this. I'm happy with that. Okay, so right, so our actual sell was up here, but we didn't get it technically through our FMB, so we have to be very patient. And right here we did. So we can actually take this, with the move, right? Now this again is quite bright, so I'm going to see if I can turn it to a different colour, some kind, like I mean this wasn't too bad. I want it to be less, like maybe 75. Yeah, sure. Okay, something like this, and immediately taking this out. So yeah, we actually should have recorded that. So if we go back, yeah, so we go back like that. Okay, so copy link. Yeah, it's going to be copy link. Alright, now we did highlight this, which is, again, could be my reasoning to why we fucked up so bad. But again, it doesn't mean shit. Now, actual padding will be this one, and the date is the 26th, I believe. Basically last year, and so it's going to be learning session. Now, the amount I actually ran was nothing really. We have a 0.7 pip stop loss, so we do 0.7, and we're going to do 0.1, 0.2, doesn't matter, because we lost. Right? It essentially straight up did not give us any room to even consider partition it. I mean, you couldn't partition into anything. There's nothing to take. Alright? Okay. So, as we've basically came up into this, now we're happy to take basically the sell-off of this with the stop loss up of here, or we wait for our other setup, right? Which is going to literally just be this, right? Where we break this low and the stop loss goes above this high. That's as simple as it gets. Now the reason we are shorting this, as we mentioned earlier, is not just for these lows, but it's for these lows. And we also understand our model type, and that this is clearly a distribution to come push down, and that this right here was our redistribution to basically come down. So that's what we're doing. We're just trying to time, or trying to get inside of that push. Again, we're going to do 1 pips, so it's going to, again, we're going to do this. So the only thing about this is it takes a lot of time. I think it was 0.7. Let's just do was it 0.7? I think it was. It was 1. Okay, 1. Okay, cool. Like that. Let me clear this off for now. Don't need that up. Alright. And again, we take another loss. So, in this case, we ran 0.4. Again, it doesn't matter how far we ran, because it just gets recorded in our data collection. So, 0.4. Right, and then we obviously upload this image. Unfortunately, we've taken 3 losses in a row. It doesn't mean shit, by the way. And at this point, we're clearly pushing down lower and lower and lower. And I mean, I want to see this get respected, but I don't think we're even going to tab into it. Honestly. So again, I can take these F&Bs straight down. So when I get something like this, which is a clear push, where you can clearly see that on that close, now why can't we enter? Like, of course we can. Again, it's going to be 1. So there'll be 1 like this, and then we're just going to play it, see what happens. Right, and we take another loss. I don't like this candle colour. It actually irritates the fuck out of me. Yeah, why not? Well, I don't like that colour either. Okay, now I'm actually not going to be... Now I'm going to get angry. Just because of the colours I'm working with. Alright, let's just use this again. Sure. Why not? So again, we take basically a plus, maybe +2. Is right around 0.2. Okay, and at this point, I mean, if we go on the 5 minute, like, there's nothing, right? There's literally nothing. And if we look at the range we're in, this is the entire fucking range, right? Now, obviously on the 1 minute, I was looking at, basically this is our entire model. Sure. Sure. So in my opinion, when I was looking at it, I was like, okay, so it looks like clear distribution. We're breaking down basically the part of the distribution, right? And then we're getting this push down right now on this lower time frame. Even though we got this impulse up here, when we started breaking down once, twice, 3, 4, 5, we've overextended firstly. So we can definitely start to see a push up. So that's what we're going to wait for, right? So let's do that. So we pushed up once, twice, right? Now we can definitely look for that sell, as long as we get pushed down and then a retest. So a push down, which is what we like to see, and then we want to see some form of retest, which technically we're doing with this, and then a breakdown. Right now that gets waked up, so we're actually looking for another F&B on that, which we're going to get right here, which we can basically take as this, like that, and then yeah, we'll just upload it. So it's going to be again 1. Yeah, this is going to get stopped out. Yeah, yep. We run about 1.4, and I think what I'm beginning to see more and more with this strategy is that I'm going to start to adjust it a little bit more, because what we're doing is we're right about this move, like we're right about it coming down, and we're probably still going to be right, but we're getting into the shittiest positions and we keep getting stopped and this and this and this. Now looking at this, the only area for mitigation is going to be up here maybe, but we haven't actually tapped it just yet, so we'll probably, if anything, wait for it to come up higher right here, then we're looking for the sells, right? We come and take this high again, right? Could just be absorbing, and then as we come down and we break this, what do we know? Well, as soon as we break this low right here, then we can sell, right? But there's nothing to take, right? So it almost puts you in a position where you're like, oh shit, how the fuck do I do this? But again, right here is fine. Yeah, this is perfectly fine. Again, we'll record this, so it's going to be 0.7 at, yeah, 0.7. And already I've taken 1, 2, 3, 4 losses, right? So we could probably be doing for this day technically, but all we're really doing is collecting data, so it doesn't matter at all what happens. Yeah, so that comes down and comes up, just like we've done, just like our entries have been. So even though we're on the right side, right, what we're gonna get, probably just reanalyzing this, we're gonna probably come up and then come down. Let's just see how we go on this 5 minute. Right, look at that, look at it. Like, we know, and this is kind of where I gotta choose between. So this is where our entry was. We've got to kind of choose between how do we want to do it. Like when we break these lows, right? Then we get fuck all. Then we get nothing, right? There's an F&B here. Off of this, take a -1. Maybe you don't take it because of the big long wick. Cool. Doesn't really make any difference, but sure. Then there's this one. Right here, which would basically be like this. Like that. Right, so it all depends, but honestly, yeah, it's fucking terrible. Let's remove this one. I didn't even fucking, I don't even want to record this one because it was ridiculous. Okay. Yeah, that was fucking stupid. But overall, yeah, that's our target. And now we're in the move of the push, so even on these time frames, they're all aligning. They're all saying distribution or whatever. This is clearly distribution in my eyes, and up here was the distribution on this lower time frame. So honestly, I'm happy for long shorts. Right, but there's nothing to take here necessarily. Like if we I mean, if we go across and all we can really see is a lot of choppiness and back and forth, so I want to see it come up a little bit and then break down. So if we get that, again, we're just breaking down again. So there's nothing to really take. Yep, nothing to fucking take. But look at that. That's how low we're targeting. And what did it go taking it? Yep, look at that. So we were right, which is, again, slightly pissed me off. Because I don't like being right about things and losing money. Essentially. Clearly we lost. Lost 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 trades. Right? It's ridiculous. Just fuck all for the rest of the day. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So again, just looking at this, still distribution. We're coming down, coming down, coming down. We got some bullishness here. So on the 1 hour, not very much, to be honest. There's not really fucking much. We're just in the supply zone. We get a distribution inside here on a low time frame, sure. And on here, what do we get? Redistribution. So I'm sure if we go over to this time frame, we might be able to see something else. Let's look on the 5 minute. Again, your 5 minutes also the same redistribution. So as long as we can get something inside here, so it can essentially be anywhere up in here, then sure, I'm happy. Because on this 1 minute, what do we really have? Nothing. We're coming down, we're coming up. We start to break down. This is good. I want to see it break back up, then break down, maybe. If we break down now, I'm looking at a distribution model. Distribution. So now, actually I want a bad break. Now I'm actually happy for shorts, right? So we can get that from either here or here, right? Now we can do that through either the pullback into here and then the breaks and then take them down, or we can do it up into here and then down. Whichever one actually gives us, but I'm looking for shorts. So we get it up into this one. Okay, so all we're doing now is waiting, and we've got given our setup here. So all we're going to do again, simply take what we can see. So 0.9 on this fucker. So the next day will be the 27th. So and then -1, so basically 0.1. So yeah, go on to the next one. Again, honestly, we had the down push, the retest, and yeah, we got some ICIs there, there. Adobe, yeah, Adobe is a fucking scam, honestly. And yeah, so now this could be potential accumulation. So I want to see lows get broken before anything else. Now I'm happy with the sales. Off of this zone we get this, and honestly you could take this trade right here. Like that. Well, actually it would be, you could do the body, doesn't really mean shit to be honest, but yeah, this is fine. Me personally, I'd wait. Even though money is entered, I'd wait for a retest of some kind. And then if we get that FMB, then yeah, sure. Like right here, I can basically enter the FMB on this, regardless of whatever the candle is. Doesn't matter, because that's still going to act as a candle for mitigations and stuff. So again, if we take this, it's going to be 0.8. And yeah, we're going to have to do a lot of data collecting before we can even get anything worthy out of this. But you must understand, at the moment, like, fuck, we're getting nothing. And what I mean by we're getting nothing is, like, this strategy right here is not profitable. See that? See that number? 43? Just losing money right there. It's losing 43% of your account. That's not profit, that's fucking loss. Alright, doesn't matter though, because again, that's part of trading essentially losses, but the amount of losses I'm taking is not good at all. Again, this is a valid setup, right? So we 0.9 again. Again, this might just completely take us out like that. So honestly, at this point, if there's something that can like really show us that we're gonna make profit on this system, I might actually change the entire system up, because we're not gonna take partials at fucking 1 to 1. That's the only 1 to 1 we've had. We've had a 1 to 1 and then loss. They're all losses. So we've got 7 losses right here. Is that 7? Yeah. So honestly, at this point, I'm thinking of making double MBM entries. So this and then this entry predicting this high. So essentially, my entry would be here. My stop loss would be here. So what I mean by this is, if we come and break these lows now, like this, like that, my actual stop loss is going to be this high. My target's going to be these lows, right? Well, actually, it's going to be actually. So we're going to try this. So 1.8. So we're actually going to remove all these now, because from what I can see, honestly, I'm not even considering. From like that, in my opinion, is shit. Like, I don't know if you can see how terrible that is. I can feel it. Even though I'm right, I'm doing shit. Now, that is part of trading, of course. But if you're going to take incessant losses like that, then in my opinion, there's no point in trading, because it's just not going to work. Right? Like, this first trade did way better than all of them. Like, times put them together, like literally. So even though it only hit 1.3, like, come on, it's much better. Okay, so next one. Again, we could be looking at the redistribution coming for this high up here. So I want to see a breakdown, which we got, and then I want to see, get rid of this. I want to see this low get broken, and then I'll take a short off of this. Now there's a choice between the candle and the actual zone, so I'm gonna do the actual zone. Fuck it, we'll do the actual zones. So yeah, fuck it. 214 pips. I mean, technically this does help a little bit better, because on a higher account size, it will actually come better for less slippage and shit like that, right? But yeah, so again, we're not trying to get a specific risk to reward or we're only trying to fucking record data, essentially. So again, as we push down, we understand that we're in this distribution. Now we want to enter off of redistributions. Now we can get that off of breaks higher, so we're going to probably get that by the looks of things. Okay, and then we're just trying to essentially get in on that move to push it lower. Now at this point, we actually probably going to come up a lot higher, but that doesn't matter, because that's still protected if you think about it. Like, that hasn't been stopped out technically. Well, this one has, but the way we put it is here, so we didn't get stopped out, but probably would have. Doesn't matter, right? So as soon as we basically create this push up, we know it wanted to be shorts, right? So what do? We wait. Now, as we get in constant candles, okay, I would wait for that MB break right here, then I would take this out. And that comes from here, right? And you like that, essentially. Now I'd probably put it just a little bit lower just because of the actual spread. So yeah, this one will be 1.3. Pretty fucking simple. And yeah, so again, let's see how it plays. And this one gets stopped out for 2.38, so again. Okay, MB1. Stop loss, our target's actually going to be here. And then our stop loss is going to be here. That. See if we get it. We get it. Okay, now you could actually either use this move right here, or technically this move, but again we're doing from where it basically created this push and then the push down, so it's technically going to be here, and then yeah, that's it. Now again, it's pretty fucking simple. We're just going to record what we got, so it's going to be 3.1, so it's actually going to be here technically. Like this. And then again we're going to come back and see how it wants to move. Taking us out, so again 0.81 ain't too bad. Well, I don't think it's that bad, it's still a loss, but it's an improvement, let's just say that. And then this one also got stopped, as you can see. This ran a total of 3.8R, as you can see. So we're going to do that. Now already we can see there's a average out at about 2R as a partial point, essentially, with this system. Now, as we already understand, we want to see this break, and then potentially sells. So let's see what we get. Alright, break one more. Okay, now we want to see a push down. Otherwise, there's no consideration for sells. But obviously, if we come over to this time frame, this is where it gets a bit fucked, because this, in my opinion, looks like a reaccumulation where we've got a few breaks down, and now we're getting the break higher, right? So at this point, it's a little bit uncertain. So I'd wait again for more breaks down. Otherwise, I'm not considering shorts. Right, so as we get a breakdown from here, again, there's nothing significant about this, because this entire move hasn't necessarily created the breakdown that we want, so we're going to wait for a breakdown. So again, we get a breakdown, okay, so this is perfect. I want to see a up or not redistribution in here somewhere, right? So let's see what we can get. Okay, so we're breaking higher. Okay, and I'll take this out right here off of this, like that, right? Taking it like that. Well, technically the top high is going to be here, so 2.5. And then yeah, we'll just let it do its thing. So now it wants to obviously come down, which is beautiful. That's what we like to see. And I think it should, if it wants to continue the model, break down. But as we got this impulse up, that's already a bad sign. 0.9. And at this point, honestly, I'm looking to just stay out of this market because its entire model is fucking strange. And what I mean is, like, we basically want to see this low get broken before we even consider anything, because this is choppy as fuck. We don't break that high, which is beautiful. We break this low. Now when we break this low, we can look for basically sells from up here. We don't get it. Now we could get an MB over here and then take it, or again get an impulse down, and then take the sell here. Should have been like this, and the actual high is going to be here, like that, like so. Yeah. Now I don't know how much it was on the 3. Okay. So again, we just let it do its thing. Probably gonna get stopped now. Doesn't look too strong. We managed to hold though, which is beautiful. And now we start to make the moves down, which is exactly what we like. Now at these points we can either go onto higher time frames and look for a burst, like this for instance, and then we can either adjust and move it to here, or we can essentially go, okay, if price invalidates this recent high, we take partials. Right? If so, or we could have it basically just above like here. Right? But again, this isn't how we trade at the moment. We're just collecting data. So we let it do its thing, and we don't do shit about managing our positions. That's it. Right? So again, let's see what we can get. Could take this out here. Probably would have been a nice sell. Gets taken out. Looks for a redistribution. Probably going to come a bit higher. Then want to see some breaks down. Could take that sell right here after this FMB. It gets taken. Right. Yeah, we could take the sell. Would technically be this one. Stop loss, basically here. We didn't even know this until now. So, no. We checked the boxes for it, so it's fine. And now we're coming down, so it makes more sense to sell. And then it comes down and gets taken, so we're looking at about 2.8. And again, we can clearly see this is the same one. That we're averaging basically 2, right? So immediately we can already start to figure out how we can take positions and how we can manage and how we can do this and this and this. Right? 1 and 2, take 50% off. 1 and 2, we take 30%, 40%, 60%, 80%, doesn't matter. Right? Okay, so again, the idea is still going to be sales, right? But as we can see, it comes up. It doesn't matter, to be honest. That's a big impulse. This one will probably get taken out here as well. And this is New York, so yeah, now it's quite rough. This one's a 1 to 6. Right, so we go back down to that 1 minute. As you can see, 1 to 6 ain't too bad. Only thing is you're not going to hit very high RRs as compared to the other strategy, right? Which is not necessarily a bad thing, but it just happens. But your win rate will actually be higher, which is no shit. So at this point we've basically broken up several times, and now we've got basically this back and forth. So already, I mean, if we go to a 30-minute, again, what do we have down here? A lot of back and forth, right? There's a lot of unmitigated portions up here, like here, for instance, and even higher. And we are, again, don't get me wrong, we're distributing, so we are still looking for sells. But at this point, even just the technical analysis standpoint, there is a potential switch in sales to buyers. So you actually be potentially selling on buying. You wouldn't necessarily do it just yet because there's nothing to take, but there's a possible switch. So if we come to a 15-minute, for instance, if we start to take these highs up here, then yeah, sure, and then the SSC involved would be down here, right? So let's just see how price wants to move up here, because again we've just got some back and forth. I want to see some breaks up now, if we can get it, which we're not getting. Okay, maybe we're going to get it now. Okay, see some bullish breaks. Again, this, in fact, this is holding these lows there. But to be honest, I mean, if we look at this, it's more bearish. So, like I said, if we break these highs, then sure. But for now, we're still actually considering shorts. And now we pulled back and we're redistributing. As soon as we basically break this low or whatever low, but yeah, like this one for instance, we create one and then be up. So if we break these lows down here, which we don't, then we could have taken this out. Now we break this, we really mitigate, we break down. So this is probably a powerful move to come down FMB wise. And yeah, you could take a sell here off of this. Oh, like that. Basically like that. I don't want to copy the image, I want to copy the link. Now this is actually the New York session, isn't it? Now we will move to the next day, but for now we're just going to stick with what we have. And then that gets taken. Now this actually looks like a very nice shot setting up, to be honest. Again, why is it doing this? This is kind of pissing me. There we go. This looks like a very beautiful short setting up. Like, you know, you came up into this portion and you created this mitigated wick. And even this FMB right here, like this is valid and it's okay to take, in my opinion. Then it gets taken out. Now that could just be because you want to retest. Okay, retest it, then you get your second FMB. Take this short right here as your first shot that you want to take. Bang, it gets taken out. Okay, take that -1, doesn't matter. What are you looking for now? You're looking for a breakdown, an impulse, right? Why do we get one? We don't fucking get anything. We're coming back to this high. So in fact, like I said earlier, we're probably more bullish on this fucker. If we start to break highs now, we're just going to move back to our normal session. And yeah, look, we break that high, so it's going to be more bullish now by the looks of things. But again, this is the what down push. So depending on that lower time frame, could have had more signal to show that it's more bearish on that. Which we can't tell for certain, but as soon as we break these highs, we're in a position where we could be potentially looking for those moves. Okay. So as soon as we come up higher and higher, anticipation is that we want to either come down to this zone or we want to hold from this zone. So we're going to highlight this lower one, but it doesn't matter at the moment which one we go to. And this over MB is basically this, right? So again, as we basically come down, it's just straight bearish. There's nothing structure-wise given to us. And again, I'd be probably waiting still for it to come down if it wants to. And this push higher and higher, it's fine and it's good, because remember, we're in the structure of accumulation now. This model is accumulating, so we're actually expecting to come and take these highs. So that being said, I'd still be waiting, right? Either for a pullback or this right here, right? Because we basically created an MB up, this S&D which we didn't even mitigate, and then this huge push along this time. So yeah, when we break out, I'm happy to say this, like that. No, there's nothing wrong with this in my eyes. And yeah, so what's the stop loss? 1.8. What's the day on this one? It might be, oh, it's 20. Okay. And it's doing the same bullshit. Okay. Right, and then straight up. Again, what could we do? We could either come down to this or this, but as of right now, we are very bullish on this, so let's just see what happens. We might get stopped out, who knows? There's a good chance, and we do. We get tapped stop loss wise. What does it? Yeah, it does. We'll be fair with that. So 4. Fuck. And again, we're just doing this again. So it actually looks more like a reaccumulation, so I probably want to wait for it to come down a little bit before I want to take anything else. But again, because we're still delivering bullishly, this is yeah, I want to wait for it to come down a little. Okay, now if we get an impulse up and a which I guess you could count this as one, and then this, as soon as you break this high, yeah, sure, I'm happy. Right, stop loss there, target's up, 3.7. Right, 28. And then yeah, like, and we rinse and repeat with whatever he wants to do, which is taking us out. So 0.8. But I can already feel like the system isn't going to be as good in terms of profit, but in win rate, it looks like it could be better. That's all I can see. I'll take the buy right here. Well, it looks like we're probably going to get taken out, but again, it doesn't matter because we're creating MB. So inside of what? Something that we are looking to essentially buy from, right? So there's a good chance that it will come straight out, take us out, but there's also a chance that it doesn't. But again, yeah, it just rallies and then takes us out, which is fair. Again, this probably runs like 0.3. Let's just be honest. Alright, but again, we're still anticipating long. And we're inside of this consolidation, so yeah, if anything, I want to see what happens next. But again, still bullish as fuck. So let's see. So money is entered. Okay, so money is now entered. This is what we like to see. And then what we want to see from here is basically what looks to be a reaccumulation. So that's fine. We're going to break down. I want to see money actually enter the market because we've basically got one break. If you want to put it like that. Right now, money's entered. Okay, and sometimes this can fuck with my brain looking at it for a while, but it looks very beautiful for long as soon as we break this. Yeah, essentially. That's what I was paying more attention to. Like that. I've traded with such low time frames that this doesn't feel real. Like trading with 3 pips stop loss. It's kind of strange, to be honest. Like I don't take that much pips, like if you know what I mean. But yeah, that one gets taken with the rate. Fuck. That would have been okay. This would have been a loss. This would have been a loss. This would have been a loss. This would have been a win, loss, win, win, loss, loss, win, win, loss. So, not bad. Why did I just open this up? If we go back to like a 5 minute or something, 5 minutes just in a reaccumulation, looking to come down to here. It's perfectly okay. So I probably want to wait for it to come into here, then see something. Some money enter, so money entered, broke this high core, broke down, yeah, like this long here. No, as an F&B, this would actually wouldn't be too bad if you had something like this candle. I think it's alright, but again it comes down probably to retest some deeper. But overall, yeah, I'm happy for long soon if we can get that. We couldn't break these lows, which is unfortunate. But again, we're still looking, because all it 1, 2, yeah, 2 break, that's all. So as soon as you start to break a high, okay, now we're in fucking shitty session. Again, we just keep breaking down and down and down. So I'm sure if we look on a 15 minute, we can see exactly where we're at. And if you do look, we have what looks to be a redistribution, right? But as you mentioned earlier, of this model being a accumulation, but there's nothing actually pointing to an accumulation at the moment. That's what you have to understand. So technically, I was actually wrong, and this was actually the distribution. As soon as we broke these lows and shit like that, we didn't notice. But again, that's fine, because even if price comes up now, we're actually anticipating what sells. So if we come up here and here, up into this zone right here, and then we start to break down, like we broke down, we broke down. I want to see this low get broken down here. Right, I want to see this retest and then this break. Come on, break, 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 break. Nope, breaking long again. Break down, retest. I take something like this. I mean, this is an F&B that you could probably take. I wouldn't, but again, we get that break. Bang! You take this out right here. Like that. No, actually, that's that high is higher, so I wouldn't even take that. That's probably an F&B. Maybe take. A lot of consolidation, a lot of pushes higher. It looks like it's just building up just as higher and higher. Now if we go on the 5 minute, that's not the case, as you can see. It's usually terrible price action. I wouldn't even really look to trade this. But again, I'm actually looking for a sell, like we said. So when we break down, I want to see low get broken, like this, right? Then we're coming up, okay? And then all we're doing is looking for that sell, but we don't get it, right? Again, we go into the 5 minute, we want to see some pushes, we get it. Okay, this is great. Fuck. Is it the rain? Is that the, what's the weather like right now? Because that seems a bit fucking ridiculous. Rain is expected to stop. 12 minutes. Looks quite windy. I mean, I haven't been outside today, so it doesn't really bother me. But yeah, sure. 30 minute, what we saying? Not much, not much. Yeah, like we said, this was the accumulation. But as we came down, what happened? We had new context to suggest something else. Now, as we broke higher and higher and higher, again, what have we done? This is no longer a redistribution anymore. This is an accumulation, or a reaccumulation down into here, right? So we're probably going to break these highs now. That's a good chance that we do. Okay, and at these points, we understand that we're what? Bullish, right? And this is how it gets delivered, and this is sometimes slightly annoying sometimes, because you're waiting for a redistribution, you're waiting for the rally higher, and then you're waiting for essentially price to show you that it wants to go up. And what's that? One, no, it's not enough, right? So we're going to get one break, two breaks into this POI, right? So is this valid for a buy? Not just yet, but it's definitely doable. We take this, right? And you can either do this on this or this, doesn't really matter, we'll do it on that. And this is valid, right? 3.4. Obviously, this is no longer London, this is actually going to be New York session. But again, we're going to take the same shit that we've been doing the whole time, right? And we let it do its thing. It's like when you go up or down, whichever one it does, it does. Simple, right? So it starts pushing higher. It's pretty obvious. And yeah, we should just get the expansion. Now, this can run as much as we want it to. Now, obviously, if we go to a 1 hour, which we're going to go to now, because we're actually interested in going to our next session, which is going to be the next day, right? So push higher. Six, 7, here comes the volume in the morning, and bang, right? Beautiful trade, beautiful entry, right? Now, as we can see, this could be a 1, 2, 3 redistribution. And remember earlier how we were saying, oh, here. Okay, so this is where you have to be very observant of what you're looking at, but it's not too bad. So yeah, so this looks like a stage 1, this looks like a rally. So honestly, what I'll be looking for is, again, a reaccumulation. Now we can either get this on the 5 minute, or we can get it on a lower time frame. Now, for now, we're going to probably look on the 1 minute for our entries. So all we're really looking for, again, is we've got these several breaks down, okay? Now we're just looking for the highs to get broken, or impulses, right? So this is fine for now. We break these highs, which is literally what we want to see. We break down, and we break these highs. This, fine. Beautiful trade. Trade? Yeah, take it like that. 2.3, fucking hell. 2.3. London, 29th of the 12th, 23, trade. Yeah. So again, bang, shit. Down. And a minus. Okay, so I don't even think that was going to be a loss, to be honest. But then again, we didn't get a clear break on this level, so honestly, we shouldn't have taken it. But that's perfectly fine. Shit happens. If we break this high now, which we just did, then yeah, we're happy. And honestly, I'd only be really using this. No, yeah, you could probably take an FMB off of this. Are we going to? No, because that's not the system that we're actually testing. You know? So again, we just wait. We do our thing, and that's it. I don't even know what the stop loss was. 1-1. And then yeah, let's just wait, see what Price wants to do. By the looks of it, he wants to come take us out. Nope. Maybe. Nope. And that's the beauty of trading. That is what you love to see. That rally higher. It's beautiful. Okay, so again, if we just look at this, we're currently in the push higher. Now, is there anything to take? Well, I would wait for reaccumulation again. So a nice push off of here is fine. No, we don't have to necessarily reaccumulate. If we're in a bullish model, sure, why don't we take longs? We're in this bullish MB, right? We break higher. We came down a bit, right? We're pulling back. So if we break, if we not these highs, but these highs here, then yeah, I'm happy for a long, right? Now we break it, right here. Our low, where is it? It's here. Take it, right? 2.1. Again, 2.1. Lunar session. 29, 12, 23. Again, we're doing the exact same shit that we've been doing. Nothing fucking new. It is a little bit irritating, to be honest. It gets very repetitive and boring. But you just have to deal with it, honestly. Look at this. Look at the expansion. Beautiful. So again, we're going to just keep following price. Now, I'd actually expect it to come and take us out at some point. If it wants to. Again, it's just disgusting. You could take a long here. You'd be happy for the week. This is probably an easy trade you could take as well. Probably still work. But actually, I wouldn't take it. Because I wouldn't take it. But just look at this. Look at this shit. Look what we're in. This we have to actually understand for a minute. Right? That we managed to get in with the money. That's it. Right? So the model is still considered bearish if you look on like a 4 hour, right? Where all you've really got is bearish, but like all these pushes are just coming down, right? This is a high time frame, remember? Like we've just got all these pushes. We got a push here, even from here where we were distributing, right after we basically either broke this low or this low here, or even this low in general, right? We could have been taking sells here, 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 and we can still take those sells, by the way, because this could still be our target. You have to understand that. But the actual, I mean, I haven't looked on a higher time frame, and this doesn't necessarily help too much because you can't really see much. But again, we have just things getting taken. These lows here, right? No, these lows here are state. Wait, let's just have a look. On the so these lows have held. Have we broken these highs? No. So we're still, if we're just looking at it, bearish, right? So again, you can still make money on the wrong side of price if you're in the right side at the right time frame. That's what I'm trying to say. Because we're entering on 1 minute, we're not entering on a fucking 1 hour where each candle is like going to make a bit of a difference compared to what you're analysing, if you know what I mean. So again, break higher now. That was like a fucking liquidation central right there. We break down again. So honestly, this is a beautiful zone, honestly, for those orders, those buys and that impulse. Beautiful. Over here is also nice. So we've got this breakdown, so it's basically a double break, right? And now we're slipping along and we break up again, okay? So what are we waiting for? We're waiting for highs to break. We're in fact at this point, we see volume with the candle, this candle right here, look at that, money's coming in, and money's exiting. So again, we'll be more bearish, unless we can see some more visual confirmations, and again, more visuals showing that money's coming in, right? So if we break these highs here, as I say, we can take a buy, but again, we want to come down again, right, deeper into this portion here, this MB, right? We come in, and we've actually tapped inside of this deeper portion right here, which is exactly what we wanted to do, right? So now, oh look at that, beautiful. We broke this protected low. This is kind of where we were aiming, and now we can be considering what? Bongs again. As soon as we break these highs, we're happy. We want to see some pullback of some kind, and then we want to see if we can a break up, which we're gonna get, and then I want to see this high get broken right here. Stop loss would be this one. I'm not using this wick. And 212 again. Like that, essentially, and then we get taken out, unfortunately. Maybe a 0.3 that looks like, which is okay because you can't win them all. And these other 3 trades are taken. This one, all running nicely. But again, that doesn't change anything because we're still expecting longs, especially after we've broken out up. Makes sense. So yeah, if we get an impulse, which we do, then we can consider it. But at the moment, no. Not yet. Here I would take. I like how we're beginning very tight along this top area. So again, I'll take this actually, about 0.9. As our stop loss. And then that's going to get taken straight out. Okay. And again, we can still take this as a buy. Right. Why is it not hyperlink like that? Like, that's actually slightly annoying me. I have to edit it twice just for it to work, which actually makes 0 sense to me. But yeah. So as you can see, we're running up again. We probably will continue that push up, as you can kind of see, and then bang, takes us up. Come over to here. How far did that run? About 4.5. Which is basically this trade. Oh yeah, this also gets filled, so when we come over to here, it's still going to be negative, but there's a reason why, and it's because of the partials. So if we had changed the partial to 50%, and this is where it gets more interesting, and then 50% at, like, I don't know, 6R, it's still going to update slightly, but because we're taking 50% of 1 to 2, right? We're hitting a lot of 1 to 2s and not 1 to 4s, or above those. So we're basically, as you can see, averaging not that much. But if we, again, this one's already at 1 to 10, this one's already at 1 to 7, and this one's already at what? 1 to 13. So if we do, right, if we do 13, and then we do 10 and then 7, like this, then we notice that's going to be slightly different. But if we do 7, it's going to change again because of where we're basically at. But again, win rates are always going to be affected. So if we actually go over to this, I think it's this one. Yeah, I think it's this one. If we just take a look, this is how our system works now. This 19 actually increases our profit, so it makes more sense for us to partial at 1 to 19, as you can see. Now 1 to 2 versus 1 to 3. Which one's more profitable? 135 or 137? 137, right? That's it. So basically what this system is, if we go over to here, yeah, if we go over to here now, if we go over to this market, right? Because we're pretty much done for this now anyways. I'm done with the whole back testing for now. It's been over an hour. I'm tired. But yeah, so basically what it means is when we take our trades from that strategy that we're doing, if we follow those simple rules of 1 to 3s, right? So we look at this, okay? So let's move to a 4 hour, see what we got. Okay, so again, bullish. All up here, it's breaking higher, coming back and forth, breaks are higher. So honestly, on this 1 hour, what do we get? Recent breaks are higher. Again, it's clearly, you know what, accumulation, right? Everything's aligning. This is perfect environment for buys or longs, whatever you want to call it. Okay, we have an SSC down here. We go to a 15-minute. What do we have? We have breakdown. Okay, cool. We have this SSC as well here. Inside this, right? Go over to 1 minute. What we're looking for is an impulse. So again, we got this impulse. Break impulse. Okay, cool. We could take that if we wanted to. I'd actually take this as my buy. Stop loss would be underneath this. Take this. Now that's not in the F&B. The F&B would actually be, if we show you real quick. Okay, we're coming down now. And this doesn't make sense as a redistribution, technically. Actually, yeah, at the moment it does. At the moment, because got a lot. Okay, we basically broke down, broke up, broke down. So yeah, it's probably more bearish. As long as we can start to break highs, then yeah, look for buys. But for now, it doesn't make sense. And it would actually be more or less sells. But now, as we break this, yeah, we're actually more bullish on this fucker. So now we can, again, this is where we can look for that F&B, right? This is the F&B right here. You'd actually either do the candle or the candle before, because this one's this, you can either do like 50% like that, and then place your order like this, and do that, right? Or you can wait for this to get mitigated, and then create this F&B like this, and then you're obviously protecting the candle low, which is going to be this one, and then simply just, again, buy like this, and then like that, pretty much. But I wouldn't have really into there because it makes no sense. I'd actually wait to see some structural push in the right direction. Like here is good. We've got this down here as well, so as this reaccumulation occurs, again, no F&Bs. F&B right there. This is fine, honestly, especially with this big impulse. it makes sense to continue that push. So yeah, that's fine. And bang, look. So we're looking at that 1 to 3, which is going to be around here. We hit that 1 to 3, we go like this, we save, we move this, right, we move stop loss to break even. Right, very simple. And then we move this to 19R, which is going to be basically, yeah. Right. Like that. And then we just let it do its thing. If it wants to go all the way up and take 4 TP, then sure. Now we're in a bullish environment, so it makes sense, but again, unfortunately, it doesn't quite get to do that just yet. And then this could all be the reaccumulation down into this zone. Let's see what we get. Coming into this zone, and we get the F&B. Look what we can do. We can take this buy, or understanding that we're bullish. Right. Now you could either wait for a pullback or whatever, you can. But yeah, bang, take them on us. No matter. Break down. Again, at this point we're still bullish as fuck. This could just be this option. So again, we get this F&B, we get a retest, and we get a break up. So this is very bullish right now. And we're holding those zones. So yeah, now we're breaking down. Okay, cool. Yeah, that looks yeah, kind of. That kind of looks like a redistribution, but it's still fine for longs as long as we get some breaks above. I want to see this broken, which is good. Then we can consider longs like this, F&B right here, right? Beautiful. Or you can wait and retest or whatever. But again, the principle is that the F&Bs are like built like that. You know what I mean? So again, we're targeting that 1 to 3, and we get taken out before that. So minus essentially. Okay, so nothing broken, nothing bullish. And as you can kind of just see, it's still coming down. Now we're in this deeper zone. So again, what is the idea for this? Still bearish. And the thing is, you wouldn't necessarily even be taking these trades because there's nothing aligning with your buys. Like, as long as you start to get buys up, and we'll see when we get them. But right now, it's still bearish, right? We're still expecting sells. Still expecting sells. Still expecting sells. Still expecting sells. Still expecting the sells. Still looking for sells. Still looking for sells. Still looking for sells. 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 Still looking for sells. Still looking for sells. Still looking for sells. It doesn't change. Look, still looking for those sells. Still looking for those sells. Right? Still looking for sells. Right? And you kind of get put in a position where it's just the actual model doesn't even fucking align with each other, right? And this, we come on at night, right? What do we have? Fuck all, right? We have nothing. There is absolutely nothing to take. Like literally, we could go on to a 15-minute. Right? Fuck. Let's go on. Okay, 15-minute. Cool. We got this one right here. Could we get a reaccumulation to a redistribution? Yes. What's the expectation? Sells, as we've said. Right? So come up, cool. Come up, cool. Break down. Okay. Nothing again. Not really doing much. Right. We break these highs. There could be a potential what area to probably buy from. Because essentially we're broke and I'm sending all this price action. But I want to see a breakdown and another break up, honestly. So I'm still considering shorts, believe it or not. Unless this high gets broken. And look, we're already an hour into this session, right? But now we break this high, I'm actually happy for buyers, and we can get it anywhere inside of this, so let's see what we can get. Again, F&B, you can take this right here. This is literally just an hour and 12 minutes into our session. Take the stop loss there, do that, bang, taken out, call, coming to this zone, understanding that you're reaccumulating, but we're also understanding that we're actually more bullish now, not just bearish. That's the main important part. So again, we're retesting that. There's nothing here. That's a nice buy, but I wouldn't do it just yet. haven't got an FMB to take. We have right here. It's over 2.0. This is nice. Yeah, you take that. Right, and then you're looking for that 1 to 3 to secure some money, like that. And then moving it to break even like we did before. And then simply moving this to 19 all the way up there. And then letting it do its thing, either stopping us out of break even or running full TP. And again, it takes us out of break even by the looks of things. But that's fine. That's simply how you do the structure. And again, we get our impulse and we get this. So again, you can take this as a buy. You need this candle like that. And actually place it just underneath like that. And yeah, you can take this as a buy. Nothing wrong with that. Get stopped out, probably a fractal reaccumulation. So if there's another FMB up on that, then sure. Like here. Again, you can kind of just see that was a loss. Doesn't matter, because this one could be a win or it could be another loss. Doesn't matter though. This is a loss. Right, FMBs, retest, take this buy, beautiful. Right. Nothing wrong with this buy. Takes me out. Again, this is just wiki price action, I'd be done for the day anyways. And also understand that you need to stop after a certain amount of losses. But, again, it all comes down to how you manage it. But yeah. I mean, for me, I've taken a fucking hit today, so I'm out the fucking game of training for a while. Well, technically not, but you know what I mean. With the losses at that level, yeah, I'm not taking shit. And if I am, I'm taking it at a very low risk. I'm probably hitting, I don't know, maybe 0.4% risk on my trades now, because honestly, it's too low. Not too low, too risky. Again, this overall model looks bullish, recent breaks bullish. Right. Bullish, yeah, that's fine. Could come down into here as a part of a reaccumulation. As we've broken down once, twice, there is a potential area to look for potential accumulation inside of. So again, as we come back, forth, back, up, recent breaks up, right, not technically down. If we want to be technical about things, then it's down. Then we have these recent breaks up. So actually, again, it's bullish, believe it or not. And where would it be bullish from? Basically here, yeah. Basically this current location. So yeah, I'm gonna look at this 2.0 as our area. The impulse is there. And we're just breaking straight out. Which is fine if we just try to reanalyze everything again. Because that clearly wasn't a accumulation model, which is fine. And we're not even trading this hour, so we're going to move to our trading times. 5, 6, 7, 8, right here. So yeah, we're trading around here now. And as we've broken down again, there's no reasons why we can even look for longs. Like, at all. Unless we start to break these highs, then sure. Which we do. Now we can potentially be looking for longs. We remigate this overall MB as well, so it's fine. Current price is sticking around here, so again, taking an FMB here is fine. Like this. But in this case, I'd probably try to predict like 50% like that. And then, honestly, if we're at the position where we're at now, we're actually looking at risk. Technically, $100, which is going to be 40. like that. So we're only risking 100 on each trade only. And again, we can take this right here. And yeah, that's as simple as it gets. You could take this, but I'd wait. Because yeah, what looks to be occurring is, again, redistribution. I'm getting fed up with saying that word. I'm getting fed up with speaking, to be honest. I'm getting fed up just with training in general. Like, I know what I'm doing, I'm just fucking tired. I'm just trying to gain more experience, that's all. That's what I'm trying to do. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine for buys around here. Recent MBs, well, we got one MB up. There's volume as well in this. We broke higher again. Yeah, it's fine for longs, and this is the FMB we're looking at. So it's literally okay. Again, we're risking just 100, which again we get taken out of, which shouldn't have, but sure, why not, I guess. I'm already getting fed up with this shit. Market order this fucker. A lot of horrible price action right there. And again, this is perfect. But I'll wait for that breakdown. Because what looks to be occurring is, even though we're in this beautiful 2.0 here, there needs to be some sort of delivery up, which we're not getting, and we keep getting sell slammed, almost. So it's basically a bit strange. That's what we like to see. Here's the 2.0, reaccumulation, the break higher. This is perfect. I want to see an F&B there. This is fine. Now the actual wick candle is going to be here, which is not going to be too great, but you have to stick to your rules, which sometimes can fuck you over. And again, this is another good trade to move with the volume of the actual trade, because it's clearly going up. Well, I think at this point I don't even know. It looks like an accumulation to go take these highs. And yeah, this is fine. Yeah, this is not fine. Again, breaking down, practice 11 FMB, take this. Takes this out. So you can kind of see why FMBs are just terrible. Like, we're in a 2.0, we get this impulse, cool. But most times we will wait for it to retest this anyways. But I'm just trying to show you that you have to, like, because otherwise that happens. Again, we break up, we can take this buy, stop loss underneath there, like always, take this, and you'll see it fail again, most likely. Well, not this time. Right. And if you want to push, there we go. 1 to 3, and then the 19 all the way up there, and then yeah, let it do its thing. If it wants to expand or take us out, it just takes us out, because clearly this is accumulation in my opinion. Honestly, it looks very nice. I'd have to resort more or less to the higher time frames just to see what I'm looking at. 30 minutes saying nothing, 50 minutes saying nothing, 5 minute, there's a zone down here. So there's a lot of area for accumulation, to be honest. So we're going to break up, break down, break up, break down, break up here. This is beautiful, and yeah, we can look for some longs soon. Now it's fine. And yeah, honestly, you can take this F&B. It's perfectly okay. Especially understanding that it's now an accumulation model, sure. Take the minus, and you can take this again. Understanding that it literally wants to go up. Again, we get taken out. We can take this as well, and it's, yeah, again, stop loss underneath, targets up. I don't know how that took us out, but sure. That's the breakdown we actually wanted, but it broke straight through, so there we go. Now we're in where we want to be. Yeah, nothing's suggesting anything. I think mine are just locked on buys, maybe. Could be why. We're in this portion now, which is great. There's no reason why we can't take this though, as a part of our strategy as well. We're looking for 300, which we're not getting. There we go. Again, we're taking out. Yeah, looks like a reaccumulation. Put it back into here. Take this buy, it's perfectly okay. That takes us out, unfortunately. Alright, I think I'm gonna have to end this soon, because I'm getting tired. Very fucking tired. Yeah, I'm getting like absolutely exhausted right now by just nah, that shouldn't even take me out. That's pissing me off. See what happens in the next candle. We'll have to take this. I don't understand what happened there, but sure. Shit happens, I guess. I take something. I'm actually getting pretty good for trade. Like, deadass, I'm beginning to hate it. This is fine, like, getting the multiple breaks down, I can just see a fractal reaccumulation here and here and here into the zone. So I think it's good for a buy, but am I wrong? That didn't even, no, that shouldn't even take me out. I don't even fucking care anymore. I'm putting in another buy order. Because that shouldn't even take me out. If this takes me out now, then sure. But overall, that shouldn't have taken me out. Deadass, that should not have. I know for a fact that should not have taken me out of that trade. Like, literally nowhere near was I on that. That would have taken me out. That's bad. Yeah, I think we're done. I'm done. So I'll see you tomorrow. Well, tomorrow. I don't even know when I'll see you, but you know what I mean. Yeah. Peace.